What if one day you woke up and the Earth had no land left? No continents, no mountains, just water. Everywhere, that's right. No cities, no forests, no dry ground to stand on. Just an endless, merciless ocean stretching from horizon to horizon. Welcome to the Waterworld, and you're not Kevin Costner. Could humanity survive this sudden transformation? Or is this the beginning of our final extinction? This is no way. At first, it would start slowly. The planet heats up, fast. We're talking mega heat waves, continental wildfires, and storms like the gods are angry. The Earth's average temperature shoots up by 10 degrees Celsius, 18 degrees Fahrenheit. That's enough to melt every glacier, ice cap, and frozen sheet of land known to man. Let's break it down. Antarctica alone holds 90% of the planet's ice. Greenland holds another 10%. Combined, that's enough ice to raise sea levels by 70 meters, 230 feet. The melting would drown entire coastal regions within weeks. Gone would be New York, Miami, Vancouver, Rio de Janeiro, London, Amsterdam, Paris, Venice. The entire Netherlands island nations like the Maldives, Fiji, and the Bahamas, obliterated. Governments would try to evacuate people inland, but the floods wouldn't wait. They'd come like a tsunami in slow motion, inevitable and unstoppable. Roads jammed, airports overcrowded, shelters overflowing. No one's ready for this. The rich might try building artificial islands like the UAE's Palm Islands. But artificial islands don't float. They sink, especially if you try building them while the world is collapsing. Billions would be spent. Thousands would die during construction. It would be chaos. In the first few weeks, over 2 billion people, nearly 1/3 of humanity, would be directly affected. They'd drown, starve, or be trampled trying to flee. Then the earthquakes begin. See, when ice melts fast, it changes pressure patterns on tectonic plates. Result? Massive quakes and underwater volcanic eruptions. Earth's crust literally cracks under the change. And there are over 1 million underwater volcanoes. If even a fraction of them erupt, we're not just talking lava. They release steam and pressure and potentially deep earth water. Some geologists believe that the Earth's mantle may hold 3 times more water than all surface oceans combined. If that water is released, oceans would rise not by 70 meters, but by 3.3 kilometers, 2 miles. That's it. Game over. Even Mount Everest would be nearly submerged. With no land to break their momentum, superstorms evolve. Normally, storms weaken when they hit land. Now, there is no land, just fuel for hurricanes, typhoons, and cyclones. The air becomes thick with humidity. The oceans become acidic as they absorb excess CO2 from the atmosphere. This kills corals, shellfish, plankton, the base of the ocean food chain. Without plankton, everything dies, even whales. You thought marine life was safe? Not in this nightmare. What's left of humanity clings to floating structures, cruise ships, oil tankers, improvised barges. But ships have limits. They can't support entire cities. Fresh water becomes more valuable than gold. People boil seawater. They collect rain. But it's not enough. Thousands die of dehydration. Small groups form, floating societies, building trade systems. A new world floating on death. Some communities try farming algae, high in nutrients, fast-growing. Others capture fish while they last. But diseases run rampant. With no medical supplies, even a cough becomes a death sentence. Quarantines are brutal. Anyone who sneezes is thrown overboard. Fuel runs out. Ships drift. Storms crush them. Even the rich lose their yachts. And still, the ocean rises. Eventually, the only dry places are mountain peaks. A few thousand people reach the Himalayas, the Andes, the Rockies. These become the last outposts of land-based humanity. Governments form alliances, declare martial law, try to restart civilization in the sky. But the land is scarce, and war breaks out. Raids, cannibalism, total collapse. Meanwhile, some underwater units begin construction, gigantic undersea habitats built in pressure-controlled domes, like science fiction cities. Inside, people desalinate water, grow food with artificial light. But only the elite survive here. Everyone else is on their own. If we somehow survive this for centuries, humanity will change. Some populations may adapt. The Bahau people of Indonesia already have larger spleens, allowing longer free dives. The Moken of Thailand have better underwater vision. We could become aquatic humans, new gills, better lungs, webbed fingers, but not fast enough. We can't evolve quickly in just a few generations. The birth rate plummets, infant mortality skyrockets. Even with technology, only 10 million humans may survive globally, scattered and isolated. The Earth, it becomes an alien ocean planet, no different from Europa or Enceladus, icy moons of Jupiter and Saturn. But here's the thing, Earth gave us life, and now it's drowning us. This isn't the first time Earth wiped the slate clean. 445 million years ago, the Ordovician extinction killed 85% of marine life. 66 million years ago, a meteor wiped out the dinosaurs. Now, it's us. The sixth mass extinction is already underway. Only this time, it's not a meteor, it's not volcanoes, it's climate and us. So, what if the Earth became an endless ocean? We'd lose land, life, history, and ourselves. We were never meant to live in the sea. Even though we came from the ocean, we evolved for the land. And now, the land is gone. But hey, that's just one side of the story. What if the opposite happened? What if Earth had zero water? No oceans, no lakes, no rivers, no rain? Would deserts rule the world? Could we even survive a dry, cracked Earth? Find out in the next episode of No Way. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join the community of minds who dare to ask the impossible. And remember, when reality feels stranger than fiction, there's only one thing to say: no way.